right, come on, let's go.
I'm in the brand new Wrangler JL Rubicon.
I've got a 2016 Jeep Wrangler Sport S.
And best of all, I've got a manual transmission.
I also have a manual transmission.
I've got 2 doors.
I have 2 doors.
It's not really apples to apples.
They're just so different.
I figure a lot of you are out there going to your local Jeep dealership trying to figure out which Jeep is right for you. Coming up right now in the fast lane car, we're gonna do a classic TFL old versus new. This is the 3rd time we're trying to go up Pennsylvania Gulch. We want to call this Cliffhanger 3.0, but the first 2 times we hit snow. With spring in the air, I think we're going to hit a lot of mud today. There should be a lot of water melt.
Okay, 4 low, up we go.
Now the new JL comes with not 1 but 2 engine choices. There's the 3.6 liter Pentastar, which both of these Jeeps have, and there's the new 2 liter turbo, which is a mild hybrid. We don't have that one, so this is really, at least powertrain wise, an apples to apples comparison.
Okay, so I'm probably going absolutely crazy because I've been spending too much time with Wranglers in the last 3 days. But to me, it sounds like even though the engine is the same, the exhaust note is a little bit different. Let's see what you guys think.
Look at that, Rubicon. Tommy, you're not exactly objective when it comes to your JK, but I think our viewers deserve to know which one we would each pick. So let's do this. Let's drive up the hill, and halfway we'll switch Jeeps.
Okay.
She's crabbing a little bit. I've got my lockers engaged. Hard to turn when it's crabbing. Now I've had the opportunity to drive both of these Jeeps, both the JK and the JL. And the biggest difference I would say is that they've pretty much touched everything on the JL. Yeah, you're paying more, but you're getting a lot more too. So nicer interior, a much more upgraded tech package. And best of all, this new JL feels like it's screwed together a lot better.
So I might not have all that fancy fun tech that Roman has in that JL over there. I don't have electronic sway bar disconnects or electronic locking differentials. I just have a heavy right foot because I only have 373 gears, a manual transmission, and youth. So whether you get the JK or the JL, first glance it's obviously a Wrangler. There are a couple ways to easily distinguish the two. If you look at the JK, the turn signals are built into the grille. In the JL over here, they're in the fender flares, and on this JL we have the LED lighting group, so they look really cool as well. Other way to easily tell them apart, on the JL, the headlight intrudes into the grille. On the JK, it's a separate unit. You know, regardless of which one you get, I think they're both awesome looking vehicles, and they're both unmistakably Jeeps. Side note on that, I think TJs are now vintage, so you better go out and get your TJs before Barrett Jackson snatches them all up.
No, I'm gonna go with CJs that are vintage right now. I don't think we're quite up to TJ's because we still have the YJ in between those two, and that one is still about 5K used on Craigslist.
Walmart called. They said they want their shopping cart wheels back.
Oh, you're funny, Tommy.
Well, maybe one day you'll graduate to a big boy Jeep. We'll just have to wait and see how you do out here today.
You know, the thing about factory is that it's factory.
That all work, I'd say, all the time.
Let's see how that aftermarket stuff holds up on your Jeep.
Yeah, you know, the thing about factory is it's a little boring.
We'll see when it gets a little steep and deep, because this is, you know, pretty easy.
Well, you've got all-terrains on that Rubicon, and I've got mud terrain, so we'll see which ones prove to be better if we hit some mud.
I've got faith in these all-terrains. We've had them on a bunch of different vehicles. I think they're really exceptional tires.
Yeah, they're good tires, but they're about 4 inches tall on that Rubicon.
I can put 35s on without actually having to do anything.
Just slap them on. You had a lifter Jeep.
The new JL will accept them as is.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. Alright, all you keyboard commandos out there, now I know that this JK is modified and the JL is stock. We're not comparing them side by side, we're just using them to show some differences and to have fun. That's what we do here at TFL. So I've got a very short attention span, and I know you guys do as well. So I'm gonna do the mods on this Jeep in under 20 seconds. Let's see if we can do it all. Best top front bumper, Warn winch, Rugged Ridge aftermarket lights, Firestone Destination MT2 tires, Rugged Ridge wheels, Alpine CT3 lift kit by TerraFlex. Best top bumper, we have a Rugged Ridge tire carrier, and of course an LED light back here, topping it all off with a Best Top Truck Talk NX Black Twill soft top.
Good job, Tommy. That was under 20 seconds, but to me the biggest difference is that this is new and this is now officially old. The great thing about these Rubicons is, of course, they're fully protected underneath, just as Tommy's Jeep is, but the locking differentials make a huge difference when you're off-roading. In order for Tommy to basically get locking differentials on the JK, he would need to upgrade to something like air lockers or a Detroit locker, and those get expensive. So if you're going to be doing any kind of hard off-roading, I would highly recommend you go for the Rubicon. I know it's a lot more money, but at the end of the day, upgrading axles and lockers gets very expensive, and this has the right stuff from the factory, unlike the Sport.
Yeah, that JL does have a much better manual transmission. It's just much tighter, much more precise. But out here, it honestly doesn't matter. I mean, I'm only going between first and second anyways. And having something that shifts a little bit like a 75 Mack truck.
Here's a pretty hard rocky part coming up. I'm actually in second gear because I've got such low gear ratio. I do really appreciate this Jeep's lockers and this connectable sway bar. You can't really beat that combination.
The reason you want a JK over that JL Rubicon, flat hood, perfect for taking off drones.
You know, Tommy's flying the drone right now. We've come to the realization that every area is an advanced airport zone. Tommy, there's a plane way up there. Don't hit it. Way over there, just be careful. Avoid him, see him. You can see the... Don't tell Tommy, but as much as I like the look of the new JL, Tommy's JK, the way he's modded it, that's just a badass Jeep. That is a badass, good-looking Jeep. Much better looking than the stock JL. Well, Tommy's showing off his drone prowess by actually flying through his Jeep. I have to tell you, the biggest difference from a top point of view, they're both best tops, is that the new best top on the JL actually folds the Sunrider much further so that the passengers in the back seat also get sun. On the old Sunrider, all you get is the front passengers getting sun. The new one's much better.
It's also zipperless.
Yeah.
No more zippers on the
Yeah, it's also zipperless. So let's switch Jeeps, get a sense for what the other one's like. Now, I've driven yours a lot. I can tell you two things I think you should look out for. Number one, of course, my stick shift lever doesn't shake like a scared poodle.
Yeah.
And number two, the lower gear ratio on this really helps a lot. You can actually go in second gear.
Cool.
Yeah, so give that a shot and let's see what the difference is.
Yeah, let's go see.
So I'm in Tommy's Jeep right now, or the JK, and let's see what the difference is with the transmission and the lower gears in the Ruby. Oh yeah, that's a much easier Jeep to moderate. But once you get behind the wheel of this one, it feels like an old friend. You know, like comfortable shoes that you've worn and look forward to wearing because you know that they fit just right.
Okay, so right off the bat I can tell you steering is very different. A little bit more precise. We've got electric power steering now, so easy to use. The suspension, they're close. It might be a little bit more compliant, but since I have those big 35s that are aired down, they kind of act like big balloons. This is not a super difficult trail, obviously. It's not slipping at all. I mean, there's no loss of forward movement with these lockers.
But overall, that one is not that much better than this one. Not as big of a difference as I had originally thought. Both of these Jeeps feel solid, and I gotta tell you, I do love the 35s on this one. And at some point, you have to decide whether it's worth more capability to have bigger tires, because bigger tires do give you just a much greater sense of being able to kind of crawl over things, and this has a lot more ground clearance, a lot better approach angle, all the stuff that makes the Jeep such a infamous and capable off-roader.
Oh, we're doing a JL versus JK.
Are you doing the both again?
Yeah.
That's funny. It's not, there's your dad, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's hilarious.
You can tell he doesn't have locking diffs. Right, you can see one wheel only turning versus all four. You're doing great, man. You want some help? Are you good?
What are you thinking?
Let me look.
Pretty good?
Is that a new one? Looks like you got temporary plates.
Templates.
Yeah.
Month old.
Month old, nice.
Month old 97.
Nice.
$2,500 bucks.
$2,500?
You want to buy it?
Damn.
Yeah. Tires came with.
Keep it going. Got it. Got that one.
Nice. There it is.
Hard right. Okay. You're good to go, gentlemen.
Thanks. I watch your stuff all the time.
Oh, thanks,
so.
man. I didn't see that.
This is what motivated me to get this.
Nice.
I gotta go off-roading out here.
Yeah, you're doing great. This is the hardest part. Once you're through here, you're good.
Pretty good?
Yeah. Oh yeah! Nice work!
Thank you.
I gotta tell you, Tommy, when he went
He
sideways,
didn't go sideways, he went up.
up and sideways,
Yeah.
my butt clenched pretty hard.
Yeah.
You know, we're almost to the top. Are we gonna tell him what we think now, or should we make him wait till we get to the top?
Let's do it at the top.
Let's do it at the top. Let me ask you, which one would you buy?
In this apples to oranges comparison, you
I'm
know,
calling it apples to crab apples.
apples to crab. Which one's a crab apple? I don't like that. Anyway, I got my heart and soul in this Jeep, so I'm still gonna stick with my JK. I love the improvements to the JL. I don't love that it's a couple grand more expensive.
Yeah, I think the bottom line is if you guys are gonna go and do some serious off-roading, you know, this Jeep makes the hard doable, actually easy, and the very hard actually very doable.
Yeah, it's amazing where if a stock two-door Rubicon can't get there is probably not meant to be gotten to.
And if it were my money, Tommy,
Yeah.
I will get the Rubicon Jeep truck.
Well, that's not out yet.
I'm gonna wait for it. That's the bad boy that I want. Guys, thanks for watching. And of course, check out tflcar.com for more old versus new reviews, and
What am I supposed to say?
News, views.
And reviews.
See you guys next time. Ciao.
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Roman. And we're going off-roading.
Guys, that's the straight pipes. You can't do that.
Hi there.
Roman,
Yep.
that's Johnny Lieberman. You can't steal his stuff either.
Hi guys, I'm me.
Roman,
Yeah.
you're copying more people. That's Shmi, dude.
No, me. I'm me.
No, that's not how it works.
Wait, I got it. Okay, ready? Hi there. I'm me. And we're going for a ride.
No, Roman, no. You just took all three and put them together.
Oh,
Still
gosh.
doesn't work.